Many hunters in Montana are concerned about overcrowding, non-residents in the spotlight here, but have out-of-state numbers gone up? According to Montana Outfitters and Guides Association Director Will Israel, the number has stayed relatively steady.
On average, for big game non-resident hunters, I think we see between like 30 to 35,000 per year is the total number. And then for small game hunters, which would be upland bird, turkey, so on and so forth, I think you're probably around 15 to 20,000. So in total, it sort of hovers around that 50,000 mark of non-resident hunters that come here every year.
We're going to take a look at two sets of numbers that FWP keeps track of. One is the total number of hunters, but then there's another number that I think is more indicative of crowding out there on the hunt, and that's called hunter days. Hunter days is the total number of hunters times the number of days they spend out on a hunt. For our purposes, we're going to look at the elk hunt, since it's the biggest draw to the state for tags. Back in 2014, more than 16,000 non-residents came to hunt, putting in about 127,000 hunter days. Flash forward to 2024, just over 20,000 hunters came to the state, spending less than 154,000 hunter days. We are looking at about 17% more elk hunter days. Comparatively, the rise in resident hunter days over the 10-year period has gone from more than 818,000 to more than 946,000. That's 128,000 more hunter days spent going for elk, or about a 14% climb. Out-of-state hunters make up a fraction of the hunter days, but spend big in the treasure state.
Non-resident hunters and resident hunters really empower Montana's economy and enhance rural communities. The one thing that's a good thing to consider with non-resident hunters and anglers is for every dollar that comes into the state, that's a new dollar that's generated for our state's economy. And it's not a small amount. When you look at the totality of hunting and fishing in Montana, it starts to get into the billions of dollars.
Starting in 2026, the base fee for non-resident hunters will be climbing from $15 to $50, a huge increase in funds going toward block management and public lands access. Reporting in Helena, Keith Grevenitz, MTN News.